Assalamualaikum and good morning to Madam Hamiza and all those who watching this video. My name is Puja Aisha and today we would like to present about the project we did for Thinking Skills. First of all, I would like to introduce my team members, Felicia, Isaac, Kurt and Iqbal. Together as team, we will start our presentation now.
Hello, my name is Isaac Nunes. So today I'm going to brief about the project. The project conducted is Saving Nature with Our Creativity. We were instructed to use our creativity to improvise any recycled material and make a prototype to save nature. After brainstorming, we proceeded to make a flower pot using recycled plastic water bottles and wrapped it with a painted newspaper so that it would be colorful. We came up with such an idea because we don't want the waste of plastic bottles to be thrown everywhere and be a source of pollution. Instead, we can convert it into an elegant pot where we can grow beautiful plants to save the environment, making the flower pot dependent on each member's creativity as each of us would be making it. It's a fun yet useful project. This project opened our minds to think creativity about how to change something that is old and worn out around us to something that is new and useful. We can apply these creative thinking skills anywhere in our daily life. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and very good day to Madam Hamiza and my fellow classmates. My name is Muhammad Iqbal bin Ma'ameh from Group 6. I'm going to present about our project. Our purpose making flower pot using recycled items is to save nature from being polluted, and at the same time, it can also give ideas to others to make a low cost flower pot using recycled items. So, the raw material we use are water bottles, color paper, soil and flowers. It is made of water bottle, the color paper that wrap the bottle with a round shape, taper inwards. Using plastic bottle has many advantages. Firstly, different from clay pots, plastic pots work best for moisture loving houseplant, and it's time efficient for people that lead busy life but love planted. And lastly, plastic pots are also stronger and more durable because it does not break easily compared to clay and ceramic pots. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good day, madam. I'm Felicia Francis and I will present about this question now. Do you think that creativity involves putting your heart and soul into your work, or is it more like letting your mind flow freely to witness the surprising results of your action? I think that creativity is always putting our heart and soul into the work. But it is also about creating your own niche and being unique in what you create by allowing your mind to flow freely too. This is because a best creative design needs a smart brainstorming. If you just let the mind flow without a well-laid plan, the prototype might not turn as we expected. However, at the same time, if we are restricted to something that we have to follow without letting our mind to flow freely, we tend not to make something different from the others. So in the end, creativity is all about putting our heart and soul while letting our minds flow freely, exploring more creative things. Thank you from me.
To deal with creativity blocks or conflict. It is also called the barrier of inspiration, and it's just a state of mind that describes your inability to think in an inventive or creative manner. So in other words, you will think that you cannot think creatively. So there's a lot of course related to that, and I mentioned 3 common ones. We have the environmental blocks. When we talk about the environmental blocks, we are focusing on the trends. The trends can be the dress code, the rules, the innovation, and the timeline. And these sometimes are really impacting because sometimes the human just think that if there's a rule, then the rules is there for something. And sometimes this can block us, for thinking and broadening, like thinking like, in a way, like in a wider way. And this is not a good thing to focus on when you want to think creatively. So we have the people blocks, which is a social impact, as I just mentioned on the slide. This is the opinion, like the social, like the says, like people's opinion about you. Like you will think that you will stop the way you think because you are based on what people will think about what you have to say. So you want to say something or you want to do something, but you'll be thinking, oh, maybe if I do this, these people or this person is going to think that that's not the right way. So by doing that, you are blocking yourself. So that's the people blocks. And we have the internal blocks. This is the self-thought. This is you. Like, this is like a lack of stress, for example. This is just you telling yourself that you cannot do something. You focus more on telling yourself in your brain that I'm unable to do this. I cannot solve this problem. How do I go around it? So you are questioning yourself and questioning your thought. So this is internal, and this is not nice, because when you do that, you cannot think. That's just a fact. When you start blocking yourself with bad ideas and bad thoughts, you cannot think in a creative way. And yeah, that's internal. Well, how do we go over it? Like personally, at the end of the day, what I think is that we should be the one that decide for ourselves and decide to see things in a different way. So we need to trust ourselves, first of all. We need to take risk. We should not only focus on what if I'm wrong, You have to test before you know you can do it or not. You will never know something is good or bad if you try it. So expand, like we need to think broadly, like stand up for ourselves, expand the mind, look back at the steps, because when you look back at the steps, you can see whether you did it right or wrong. And sometimes when you do that, you can get ideas. And we have to go against the flow, and we shouldn't limit ourselves or limit the ideas, So having fun as well is nice, because when you have fun, you enjoy and you can get more ideas. And one thing is that we need to go back to what we did before. Like you have to step back, think of what you did before. Maybe by doing that, you can get better ideas. So I think that's how I deal with it, and that will be all for me. Thank you.
For the conclusion, if we want to preserve Earth for our future generations, recycling is really important, since we are making new products from the old products, which are of no use to us. It is good for environment. If waste is not recycled, it can negatively impact our environment in many ways. So our project conducted was a great way to boost our creativity and thinking skills. That's all from us, madam. Thank you, madam.